Welcome back to the channel, soap fans. Today is Thursday, and it is an absolutely wild day to dive into the messy, chaotic world of Fairmont Crest. So, let's just get right into the thick of it. Because Thursday, August 20, is serving up some serious character moments that are going to set the stage for a massive explosion on Friday. And honestly, my head is still spinning from everything happening with the Dupree family, right? But today we are focusing on 4 major storylines that are pushing everyone to their breaking points. And let's start with Leslie, because Leslie is always a total mess. So Leslie is finally being forced to face her past. And it is about time. If you watched the last episode, you know she just rejected Marcel. He literally asked her to move on to his boat. He wanted to build a life with her. But no, Leslie had to say she isn't a boat person and blow him off. And then Eva completely chewed her out. Eva ran up to her mom and brutally called her out for abandoning a sure thing with Marcel just to hold out hope for Ted. But here is the thing about Leslie. She is deeply delusional. She is stuck in this toxic loop with her past. And now that past is catching up to her. She has to realize that she cannot just coast on her old tricks if she wants to find a real place in Fairmont Crest. She has to look at her history with Ted. Ted does not want her. Ted is currently telling Shanice that he is falling in love with her. And Ted just crossed a line with his ex-wife, Nicole. So where does that leave Leslie? Nowhere. And Leslie knows this deep down. That is why she tried to make amends by standing up and singing that ridiculous Sweeta Dita Deet Deet Doo Doo song to Marcel, which was just so cringe. But it shows how desperate she is. She is grasping at straws. So, in this August 20 episode, Leslie really has to sit down and face the hard facts about who she is and what she has done. She cannot keep manipulating people. She has to face her past mistakes to actually move forward. And I am so here for it because I am tired of her running in circles. But speaking of Ted, let's talk about Bill and Ted. And no, I am not talking about the movie. I am talking about Bill Hamilton and Ted Richardson. Because these two are finding some unexpected common ground today. And it is honestly fascinating. So Bill is still stuck in that hospital bed. He is recovering from whatever the heck Haley is poisoning him with. Chelsea caught it on camera, but the fallout hasn't fully hit yet. And Bill is just laying there with his massive ego, dealing with Dani hovering over him, and Haley trying to control him. And then you have Ted. Ted is stressed out of his mind. He has Leslie acting crazy. He has Shanice planning a whole future with him. And he has this lingering weirdness with Nicole. So Bill and Ted end up talking, and they bond. Over what? The Dupree women. Because their histories are so deeply tied to that family. Bill has this insane, toxic, magnetic pull with Dani Dupree. He literally just hooked up with her in an elevator during a tornado. And Ted has this deep, messy history with Nicole Dupree. They are both men who have massive egos, and they both have completely wrecked their relationships with these strong women. And it just gives us this totally new perspective on the current situation. Hearing Bill and Ted talk about their shared history, hearing them unpack the pressure of dealing with the Dupree family, it is raw, it is real, and it makes you realize that these two guys are actually a lot alike. They both make terrible decisions when it comes to love. They both let their pride get in the way, and they both are currently drowning in drama. So seeing them find this common ground is a really cool writing choice. It grounds them before all hell breaks loose. But let's pivot over to Nicole, because Nicole is having a major moment of self-examination today, and it is happening right in front of Kial. So we know Nicole just basically saved the day for Kial's son Noah. Noah got shut out of the open mic night at Uptown. So Nicole swooped in and hosted an impromptu open mic at her house. It was a huge success. Noah sang his heart out. Anita and Vernon were there. It was a beautiful family moment. But then something happens. An unexpected reaction or event triggers Nicole, and she just freezes. She has to really look at herself in front of Kial. And I think this is coming from a place of deep guilt and confusion. Because Nicole is juggling way too much right now. She has Kial, who is this great, stable guy, but she also has Carlton, and she also has Ted constantly lingering in the background. Ted literally just crossed a line with her. So Nicole is standing there with Kial, seeing how much he cares about her, seeing how she just helped his son, and she has to ask herself what she is actually doing. Is she leading Kial on? Is she still hung up on Ted? Nicole has always been the strong one, the therapist, the one who fixes everyone else. But she cannot fix her own messy love life. And this moment of self-reflection is so necessary. She has to figure out what she wants before she ruins everything with Kial. Because Kial is a good man, and he does not deserve to be collateral damage in the Dupree family drama. And speaking of collateral damage, let's talk about Eva and Izaiah. Because their relationship is hitting a massive wall today. They are facing some really hard truths about each other, and it is getting intense. So Izaiah just had this really deep bonding moment with Joey Armstrong at the casino. Joey was talking about legacy. Joey was looking at Izaiah like a son, which is just so tragic because we know Joey is getting framed by Heather and Randy for Vernon's shooting. But Izaiah has all these scars, physical and emotional. He has a dark past, and Eva has her own scars. She just survived a massive transplant surgery. She is dealing with the trauma of almost dying, and she is dealing with the constant headache of her mother, Leslie. So Eva and Izaiah sit down, and they just lay it all out. No more hiding. No more pretending everything is fine. They have to face the ugly, hard truths about who they are. Izaiah has to admit his flaws. Eva has to admit her fears. And it is a make-or-break moment for them. Can they accept each other's baggage? Or is it just too much? I honestly love them together, but they have so much trauma to work through. And this conversation is going to be brutal, but so necessary for their growth. And all of this, every single bit of this character drama on Thursday is just a stepping stone. It is just building the tension, because Friday, August 21 is going to be an absolute bloodbath on Beyond the Gates. So, let me just dump some spoilers for Friday right now, so you know why today is so important. Because on Friday, Dani is going to clash with Haley again. Dani is going to go right back into the lion's den. She cannot stay away from Bill. Even though Andre is at home, literally doing adult coloring books trying to save their marriage. Dani is going to go back to the hospital. And Haley is going to lose her mind. Haley is already cornered. She is poisoning her husband. And now she has her husband's ex-wife trying to play nurse. It is going to be explosive. And then we have Andre. Poor, sweet, oblivious Andre. He is going to finally snap. The spoilers say Andre threatens Heather, because Heather is a complete psycho. She is the Impaler. She is trying to ruin his life. She probably sent him that weird champagne gift, and she probably has that selfie of them from the hotel room. So Andre is going to back her into a corner. But Heather is dangerous. Andre has no idea who he is dealing with. And the biggest thing for Friday, Madison Montgomery is coming back. Yes, Madison is returning to the DMV. And she is bringing Bill's blood test results with her. The abnormal blood work. The proof that there are toxins in his system. Haley's entire poisoning plot is about to blow up in her face. Madison is not going to let this go. She is a medical professional, and she knows something is wrong. So Haley is going to be scrambling. She might even try to frame Randy Parker for the whole thing. So you see why Thursday is so critical. Leslie facing her past. Bill and Ted bonding over their toxic histories. Nicole questioning her entire love life in front of Kial. And Eva and Izaiah facing their darkest truths. All of this emotional heavy lifting is happening right before the plot just explodes on Friday. The writers are making sure we know exactly where these characters are mentally before they drop the hammer on them. And I am just sitting here typing furiously, trying to process it all. The Dupree family is about to be shattered. Vernon's assassination is looming over everything. Joey is walking into a trap, and Bill is laying in a hospital bed while two women fight over him and a third woman tries to save his life with a blood test. It is pure soap opera perfection. It is clunky and messy, and I cannot get enough of it. So make sure you tune in, because you do not want to miss a single second of this build-up. Let me know in the comments what you think about Leslie's delusion. Do you think she will ever get over Ted? And what about Nicole? Should she pick Kial, or is she destined to repeat her mistakes with Ted? Drop your thoughts below.